got a question. For all those people in the Biden administration who are saying they want a ceasefire in Israel, ceasefire in Hamas. And as you can tell where I stand with Israel. How in the world you gonna have a ceasefire talk with the other side not being there? If Israel there, America there, and all these other nations are there, but Hamas is not there, what type of ceasefire is that? What type of ceasefire do you expect? They didn't send their representatives, so they don't have to honor anything in a ceasefire. And why do we have to continue to deal with you get 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 hostages? How about you release all the hostages, all the bodies, and those that did it, you turn them over to be prosecuted? Oh, we can't do that. Oh, okay. But you expect Israel to sign that ceasefire? Benjamin Netanyahu is not that stupid. He's not stupid at all. And I believe America wants to side with their Hamas side, so their Hamas side protesters, that they're willing to throw Israel back under the bus. I mean, things are to the point now, everybody, we can't just look at it and say, this is by accident. Come on now. A federal judge told the University of California, Los Angeles, you cannot allow Palestinian protesters to block Jewish students from going to class. You know what it kind of looked like? The 1960s? You know, when the governor stood out there and said blacks won't enter this university. Why is it any different? Why aren't the liberal media saying, when you got protesters out there saying, telling Jewish students they can't go into a college, and you got professors saying you can't have Jewish students here, that's no different from the 1960s when they desegregated. But now the black is the Jewish people, and the whites, it's the blacks, Muslims, and any other minority that's opposed to Israel. Now, this is just outright anti-Semitism. But that's the Democrat Party. Let me say this about this so-called advice so many people have for the Republicans. We're losing the suburban women, the independent, the conservative Democrats. Were we ever leading with them? And I ask this question. If the only way to get your vote is for me to be humiliated, for me to be slandered, for me to be bullied, if that's the only way to get your vote, I don't want it. Because there's something called dignity. I know there's something you're not used to Republicans saying. Well, Republicans in the establishment, you're not used to them saying stuff like dignity. You're not used to hearing Republican politicians say we got morals and standards and we're not going to back down no matter who like them or don't. Who like them or who don't. I'm sorry, but if the only way for Donald Trump to get elected is to stretch out before these suburban women, allow Republicans to attack him, put him down, and for them to show that he's humble enough to get their vote, he don't need it. Donald Trump don't need anybody vote that believes him being abused, him being targeted by the court system is good to humble him. Anybody that believes that's the only way to get their vote, don't want it. President Trump is up by 1% in the polls. They showed Donald Trump is up 1% over Kamala Harris. Now, I'm not, like I said, that's why I talk about the polls when they're for them, and I talk about the polls when they're against them. When people say the people of America is not that stupid, you are putting too much faith in the people of America. Yes, the people of America that's stupid. The people of America that's stupid. Yes, they are. The people of America are that dumb. When half of the population votes for a party that says men can be women and women can be men. When you vote for a party, and a strong political party that is holding offices and passing states that they are cutting little boys' penises off so you can say they're a little girl, and cutting little girls' breasts off, giving them zipper tits to say they're boys, half of America's really that stupid. Let me tell you about a communist lie that people repeat. Let me tell you this communist lie people repeat. If you take a jar full of red ants and you take a jar full of black ants, they'll get along, won't bother nobody until you shake them up, and then they'll start fighting each other. Instead of them wanting to know who shook the jar up, they look and fight each other. Do you know that's a bunch of crap? If you take red ants and put them in a jar with black ants, you know what they're going to do? They're going to fight. Why? Because they have two different they have two different functions. Red ants are highly aggressive. Red ants are highly aggressive, territorial, and they will fight. They will go to battle. Nobody has to shake the jar. That's a communist crap to try to get people to say we are the world and compromise on your morals. Nobody's shaking a jar. Sometimes the other side is just that wrong. Sometimes the other side is just that evil. And if you don't recognize that, you're too stupid to be in politics. You dang sure don't need to be representing anybody if you don't recognize that the other side can be that evil. That evil. If you can't recognize that, then you don't need to be in politics. Nobody's shaking a jar. Democrats are just that evil. We have nothing alike with Democrats. So stop telling that dumb lie, that dumb meme. If you take the jar and you take red ants and you put black ants in the same jar, nobody they don't fight each other. But who's shaking the jar? Red ants and black ants gonna fight each other. They know they're different. Bunch of henpecked, sissified, yellow-belly Republicans. Stop trying to throw it off and try to make everybody it's your fellow Americans. Democrats aren't. Democrats aren't our fellow Americans. So stop that lie about a jar full of red and black ants. Who shook the jar? No, they gonna fight each other because they know they ain't alike. And they know they're different. And they know the other one is trying to destroy you. It's called common freaking sense. Learn it.